Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday night painting. Hopefully a couple of new bits and pieces to be playing around with today. So, we have for tonight, I want to try and get a couple of bits finished for Marvel Crisis. I've been doing a couple of the new truck pack. So that's on the go for tonight. So let's see who we've got before I start. Excuse me, before I start going into what we're doing. Hello, Paul. Welcome. And hello, Mark, Captain Rex, and Foxy and Sarah. I just need to do a change on something. I have the wrong sponsor up. There we go. That might give you a hint to what we're doing tonight. So, we've got a couple of bits and pieces. Hi, Craig. As I said, we have got... I'm going to finish off these. There's not much left to do. A bit on the face of the dog. I've got the rusting done, but I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what I've used on it and how I've got them to that, basically. And that's part one. Part two is from our good friends over at Corvus Games Terrain. Thank you for the sub, Steve. Much appreciated. We have got some more terrain to do. So I've got their... it's really nice. So it is basically Tatooine terrain and mud and sand and stuff like that. And we've used the Army Painters stuff on it. So I'll go through, basically telling you what I've used on it, how I've got some of the effects slightly changed, what textures Corvus have got, and I've got, it was just to play around, but I've got some really good plans for that. Hey. So yeah, thanks to the guys over at Corvus. That's number 2 of the set that we've been doing. I've got a Thanos to show people. I haven't opened him that much yet, so I've got a Thanos to quickly show to people. I've also got some as some of you have seen on my Facebook, after saying all of this time I'm never going to do another commission again, we got we got 2 of these in. No, the worm's not finished, Craig. The worm has turned. I do intend to get it finished, but I took on a commission which is painting a couple of the Indomitus boxes, and if people want, I can open it and you can have a look through. Have a deep need. Yeah, so I've got one open, and there is actually some figures on there. There's the skeleton on the and a couple of bits. I've made all of the... How many models? So many I can't even fit them on the screen, Captain Rex. Can you see that? So there's 3 bikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shield guard. Yeah, a lot. And 20 Necron warriors that Foxy persevered with me swearing through most of them. In a bit, once I've got some bits and pieces done, I'll do a show and tell, because some of this is going to spill over to tomorrow. Yeah, the Justicar's lovely. It's going to be a 2-day with Rasta's streaming constant games at the moment. It's a They're classing it as an expansion because you don't get dice, but you do get a rule book. So you just throw a tape measure and dice in, and you've got two starter sets. Egan, it's up, and for I believe it's $200 over in America. But even so, $200. There's a lot of. I've got all of the Necrons built, and I'll show you that in a bit. Even for $200, that's a lot of plastic for your addiction. It is, yeah. And the rule book is probably about that thick. It is huge. So yeah, it looks great. It's selling. We know that the orders from, what are they? Orders from from stockists like Beanie Games and stuff like that have basically took all of the stock from GW. There is no more to go out to independent stockists. So GW have got the last of what they've got, and then the rest of it is basically their site or stuff that's already been pre-ordered, and hopefully there'll be enough to go out there. Yes, Mark, I still need to sit down and sort that out. I've been absolutely stowed out today with work. I'll have a good look. Keep the models, send me the rulebook. Well, Mr. Ulfric, there may be some coming our way to be broken down into bits, so we definitely will be selling rulebooks on their own. You'll take the models then. Yeah. So, where to start tonight? Yeah. Yeah. I blame Snowy, but Snowy's not here yet to blame him properly. So, first on the table, I'm going to do a bit of quick finishing of these fellas. So, this is the Marvel Crisis Terrain Pack. If anyone's seen it, you get one truck. Yeah, he can defend himself. He can watch it back. So it's a little bit expensive, and you get one truck front and two rears. So you don't get what's on the box. So just be careful with that if you do go to buy it. So you basically get an Oscorp rear and the dumper truck. So I went at this with an airbrush, and they do just pop off. They're just locating pegs that you can push in and stuff like that. Thank you for the donation, Steve. That's what I was going to do next. So, bit of a special one. Same 3-tier system as usual. I have got 3 packs of cards. In those 3 packs of cards, we have one of the harder to find Howl Runners. We have R2-D2 as a pilot. So that's some of the Galactic Republic love. Then we have Bounty Hunter and Grey Squadron Bomber for the Y-Wing and the Scum out there. And then we have one of our Darth Vaders. Yeah. So, that is the prizes on tonight's raffle. Usual thing. Donations, subs and all that go towards your credits. At 8:30 I'll run a 30-minute raffle. First 3 people will get one of them. If you're a subscriber, you will get one of these, and you get to choose in order of pulls. We've only got 4 left, so when they're gone, these ones. If you're a subscriber and you win one of the packs, you get to choose one of them as a bonus as well. Now this is where it gets a little bit special tonight, and I know some have been seeing these. They're thanks to Kay at Fully Modded Lighting, and Kay has sent another huge bumper pack. Thank you for the sub, Egan. So yeah, your parcel's on its way to you. Your cards have been sent out. Was it yesterday, babes, or today? Today. So they've gone today, mate. So what we have got is, if you are a donator tonight of anything of a $5 up over, or $5 and up over, which works out. Again, if you win one of the 3 packs, we are going to give you, I think, I'm hoping that Foxy's is going to do a copy and paste thing that we can do for this at some point. So we have got 3 cards here that I know are quite hard to get hold of. We were expecting them a couple of weeks back, but due to a huge delivery snafu on Royal Mail's part, these have only just started landing with people now. So what we have got, if you've donated tonight, you will get the choice of, if you win, you will get the choice of, yes, Mark, wow, you know what they are. So this is one of Lewis's Darth Maul cards. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. It's metal. So it's Darth Maul on one side and Grievous on the other. So you get the choice of that one. I've just lost his sleeve, but I'll be very careful. Oh, there it is. And this is only for donators, by the way, so thank you guys for donating as you are. The second one of the metal cards is our friend Mr. Kylo. Yes, Craig, I'm working on it. I'll show you. Let me do this, and I'll show you what's actually come through today. Legion cards are very scarce at the moment. We are struggling to get hold of stock. So thank you for the donation, old frick. So Kylo Ren on one side, and I'm sure someone will put the link up for you to donate. Oh, look at that! No, that's the snake one. And on the other side, it is Major Von Reg. Again, these are gloss. They are really pretty. I know there's some coming from K as well. So, so you get the choice of. I don't think this is going to work on that. It might. One of them, or so we've had Separatists. We've had the Republic. So, how would you like a Wedge Antilles? And yes, this is metal. And yes, that's printed on there. And the artwork's really nice. So I don't know if you can see closely. Let's go to the close view. On the close view, you can see he's got a tally of what's been killed. And as read to. No, these are done by a lad in the UK called Lewis Long. We bought them off Lewis for the stream and for you guys. I've got a couple more to give away as well at other ones. So, and that's not a Gunner card. No, it's not the Gunner card. And then Jake Farrell as the other version on the other side. And he's also got the little tally of spaceship kills that he's got. So as I say, they are very special, as you know, and they will go to anyone that any winners that have donated tonight. We'll get we'll get the choice. So if you win, no matter what you are, as long as you're a follower, you get one of them. And that camera's died again. Nope. Give me a second. And it's back. And it really needs to refocus properly. Sorry about this. There we go. And go back to full screen. So yeah, if you're a follower and you win the raffle, you get one of them. If you are a subscriber and you win one of them, you get the choice of one of them. if you have donated tonight and you win one of them, you get the choice of one of them. So that is the prizing tonight. So Craig, what I was about to say was we have a couple of feelers out there for some players that have basically expressed that they've got promos to sell and stuff like that. And as you can understand at the moment, promos are not that easy to get hold of. No one's playing. We normally take trade-ins against product, paint and stuff like that for some of the promos that we give away on the stream. We took quite a big one, which was one of the reasons I've not got in touch with Mark, because as you will see in a second, this was probably 3/4 of this was what we got from someone today. So that lot there was what we had left. So that is all the X-Wing, and it's all new cards. Some of them are in today's. That is the upgrades that I've now got left for Legion. So I've got some bits and pieces, and I think I've probably got less than 10 Legion cards left now, and obviously some of them are high thingy prizes. Got loads of the metal cards to go out. So some of the next ones, we have one of the Padme cards and Anakin Skywalker, which will be coming in a future one. Major Von Regan. That one's mine. It was the only one I wanted out of the lot. So I've got another Jake, and the Padme is mine, sorry. So yeah, another Darth. We've got some more stuff coming down from Kay, who's been very, very generous. Now we are going to have to do something quite big, because like it or loathe it, we have a very hard to get hold of Guri from Lewis. As anyone knows, I'm not a scum player. And that is the metal card of Guri. Now, he only had a limited run of these, and they disappeared really, really quick. And there you go. That's Lewis's. It's got my Guri fingerprints on the back. So that'll be in the future. It is a scum card, and it is a very, 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 very hard to find scum card at the moment. I have asked Lewis if he's getting any more. It does. It looks really nice, mate. So they're tonight's. They're mine. But as I say, I've spoke to someone who's... That was quite a big deal. And it did take some convincing. So that's why we haven't got as many as we would like. So, back to the truck. And it is 20 past 7. So we're all set up for 20 past 7 to actually get some paint down. These were all painted separately. So I had all three apart. All airbrushed down in... we did it in metallic silver. Have they not updated again? No, because Steve should have at least 1,000 from his donation. Are you in a position to sort that, Foxy, or do you want me to? Anyway, just keep it. So, yes, you again. So, we've done these in this one of the metallic silvers, Vallejo Jet. Cheers, mate. So, these were bright silver at one point, and then I've done a white. Tried to keep it quite translucent, so the silver still comes through the white, and then brushed some of the other bits on. So underneath the truck, to get the rust, which I'll show you on here. So this is probably one of my favourite, and that's why it's decanted into a huge bottle. Typhus Corrosion. So it's got grit built into the paint, and it's a bit grubby and stuff. And you just splodge it all over. I didn't do the tyres because I wanted them clean as if they've been on the road. And then you just use any of the rusting effects over that. For this one in particular, I used Riser Rust. So that's how that came about. The cab was white. That was white over the silver. The yellow was it was first Desert Yellow, and then I went up to the next colours using Army Painters. Yeah, they are a great combo, Mark. So I use the Airbrush Medium from Army Painter at the moment. It's really good and really using it on a lot. To brighten up the yellow, put the black panel in, just with, I actually just used a brush on that and masking tape, put the silver back in. I've still got silver to put in down here, but I did the same rusting effect all round and on there. There's a couple of bits of silver and a couple of bits of lights to do on the back of there. Now the fading on that and on, I don't know if you can see it that way, you probably can on there. So the fading on the two was Army Painter's Dark Shade through the airbrush. Just a couple of light passes backwards and forwards. Cheers, Foxy. And just to give it a bit of shade, and the same with that, just shading it down a bit. Now the windows were the same as I did before. Blue. There was bright silver windows, so you get some of the metallic shine through. Not as much there, but there. They need a wash and stuff like that. So tonight I am going to be doing some more washes. I am going to kill my daughter. She's still got my good bottle of Nullin. So I just wanted to quickly... the tyres are one of the Vallejo tyre rubber colours, so they're perfect for just adding the wash to. It gives it just the right colour. And it's just, all it's doing is giving the like shading to the wheels and the tyres. You could probably use Administratum Grey and pick it up from that. I don't know the Army Painter one, and I am starting to use Army Painter a lot more, thanks to their very generous gift that they sent over of the full paint set. We've got some more. I don't know if anyone's seen, but we have the Walls video up now. We've had quite a lot of interest from the Walls video. There's a lot of people watching it, and had some good comments back. So I don't know if I thanked you, Martin, or if it's Martin, but thank you for the donation and thank you for yesterday, by the way, Martin. So I'm just going to do a bit across the axles just so it changes the colours. Yes, I'm going to go. I'm going to do a couple of runs and a couple of series. I actually so some of those sets that I sold were actually my sets that I bought to try myself, and I've only got bits and pieces of them. So I am going to start. Thank you. Tell him I've forgot the I forgot to send him the information through that I said I would send last night because my head was all over the place. So again, just a bit of nulling, and that'll just, I just want it rough and ready and a bit mucky and dirty. So I am going to go with yeah, it was just, yeah. I was in a world of my own last night. We do have a blue tone. Come in, blue tone. I know we have a blue tone because I've been doing. Is that it? There? Nope. Got it. So I'm going to do the windows quickly. And yeah, let's get a little bit of thinner. Tell him we listed all the Keyforge decks as well, but we don't think we're getting much of a response on it, so we'll probably be dropping the prices quite quickly tomorrow or Friday after we've had a bit of an advertising push. So all I'm doing is a quick, I've thinned it down with the airbrush medium again and just trying to fill up some of the gaps where the paint hasn't ran to, and it'll also blend because I just used the brush, I didn't use the airbrush to blend the colours on these together, and it'll help the colours blend a little bit. You'll probably see more from the windscreen on it. So there is silver bits that I need to go back in and get. Like the windscreen wipers need to be black, need bits of silver on. And then I'll probably gloss the windows as well. And maybe put some... I've never done much cartoony type glass and stuff like that. So it's a bit... I might try it. I know I've seen a lot of the little cars and stuff done with like streaks through. That's blue tone, Paul. I've thinned it down a little bit. The reason I'm using blue tone is it's slightly bluer than the GW one, and you don't have to have it as thick as the GW one, and I didn't want to overpower the blend sort of thing. Hiya, mate. Everything is good, and even better now you're here. We've been talking about you. Surprised your ears weren't burning. So yeah, we've been I bought the quick shades, and I know Foxy's just bought the full run offers as well. The quick shade washes from the Army Painter are pretty nice. They've got slightly different, just slightly different makeup to the GW ones, so when you're using them they work differently, they blend differently. They also give yeah. So yeah, they are the GW ones stain a lot more, and exactly the same. I know you've heard me talk about using Lamium medium with the GW ones, where I've got the cross on the top. That's a 50-50 mix of Nullen and Lamium already done. The same way, Army Painter have a quick shade mixing medium as well, so you can mix them, or I've been using their airbrush medium to thin it down a bit as well. So Did anyone else's stream just freeze out? Nope. Nope. That's good. I'm just mine in the house then. Yeah, we're just saying. I'm on to the last of your shiny cards for the night. I was just saying that we have some really, really, really nice ones due from you. Thank you. So I need that to dry before I do anything else. The dog is a reddish orangey colour. So I'm going to quickly use... I am actually going to try that. This is a clear colour. Vallejo model colour clear. Again, it's just trying something new, trying something different. I've got a whole segment of stuff. I've got some stuff sat there ready for... No wonder I can't see. Wrong glasses again. Oh, let us know when you get some, and I'll throw some more money up to you. So on the box, the dog is orangey red. So doing a clear orange, which it's meant to be clear, it's just very bright, over the already silver should be quite nice. So yeah, we're going to try and do more painting streams for the time being. Zoe's getting massively into painting. She's doing a lot of D&D figures. She's even got D&D figures up for sale on the website because she wants to buy a paint set. She wants to buy one of the Vallejo complete paint sets. So she's been painting D&D miniatures using my paints. So she can sell them on my website and buy herself a paint set. So there we go. I think that was a like. It was just so fast I missed it. Thank you for the like, Ryan. Yeah, see, delayed stream on the left, so I can actually see what people are doing. It doesn't come through from Facebook very well. No, we're on another we're on a couple of extra Facebook groups tonight. Hopefully to see if there's some other people out there that want to pick up and watch. And we are going to start with some different promo giveaways as well. So some Marvel Crisis stuff, hopefully. There we go. No, she's technically not employed by me because then I don't have to pay her an actual real wage and stuff like that. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, Mark. I'm trying not to outstay my welcome. Yeah, mate, that's spot on. Thank you again. Yeah, Zoe probably does need to start a union, but when Zoe can work for a week and then go out and buy a PlayStation 4, I think it's me that needs to join the union. Yeah. Sneak. Right, so I'm going to leave them. Bacon sandwich. Well, when we're all sorted, Snow, you can come round, I promise. Said before you could. if they're still using the same photocopier company, you're not going to be able to read it. Because I used to fix Unison's photocopiers around the northeast, and you could never read anything off them. So let me just swap a couple of the paint pot holders around. Should have just, and I'm going to put him on the paint pot holder so he's not dripping all over the nice army paint and mat. Hello, Snowy. You missed all of the prizes and all of the scum stuff that we put in. Right. What I'm going to get out now, easy, is this is, I think it's called the Pilgrim's House on Corvus Terrain, and it is very Tatooine orientated for Legion. I mistakenly blew it up by 26% to match it to Marvel Crisis Protocol. So that is their 2-story terrain piece. Now, if you can see here, I had a slight, the nozzle blocked on the machine. So this one has gone a bit thin, as you can see. It's not their design, it was actually my printer that's... But my prints do tend to have lines in the top. Not so much there, but even top, you can still see lines when you do 3D printing. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take the top so people can actually see what I'm working on. This is just the roof, and when it irons you get lots of lines, and I just didn't really want the lines. So what I did was I took the Villaggio earth texture, covered it over. It was really thin, I didn't really go to town on it, and then I just stippled to get all of the texture. It's then been painted with I used Desert Yellow, Army Painter's Desert Yellow, to get the base colour down, and it was just their primer, 100% matched. And where I had missed a couple of bits, I just went back over it. I just noticed another little bit. It's terrain type brush. Yeah, I smell Imperial propaganda. Bacon is Imperial. So even without the airbrush or the rattle cans, if you get the colour down, and then it coats really well. So that's the sort of coating that you get. Just for some reason it didn't pick up there, right? So, and a bit there. So you can still see that some of the edge still has the colour from the sand texture. Now you could do this with, and it's something that we're going to play around with next week, hopefully. What week are we in? This week, next week, some week. Is mixing some of our own texture paints, just with the sands and stuff that you can pick up. So, right, I just didn't want that messing up what we can see on there. What I do now is I get the airbrush, and I've done a load of walls like this. Hi Larock, how are you doing? Good to see you over on the Discord channel, by the way. I know a lot of people joined the Discord channel, and thank you very much everyone for liking and sharing what I posted this morning. So, dropping the pressure down, just so it's not massive. I'll actually put the pressure up to dry. So you've got to remember, this is just terrain. It doesn't have to be a Picasso, even though none of my stuff's a Picasso anyway. So what I have got, hello, my the barely bearded beast. So I've got mid-tone and flesh wash from the Army Painter. They're quick shades, and give it a good shake. A few drops in the airbrush. Let me just. So, what I do is, where you've got recesses, rather than covering the whole thing in a wash and stuff like that, I put the wash through the airbrush. The metallics are fantastic. The metallics can only be beaten by one, but yeah, for what I use, and I always have. I've only just started getting the Army Painter stuff again. I gave my set away years ago at Beanies while we were doing demos and stuff like that, because I'd got GW stuff, but plate mail metal has been one of my favourite metals of all times. Through the airbrush or whatever, it is really, really cracking. But we are starting to use a lot more of their stuff. They were kind enough to send me a load of it, but I've also been buying in. We've bought the sprays and stuff like that since, and I've been using some of their newer bits and pieces. Their airbrush medium is fantastic if you use an airbrush. So, I say we've got the nooks and the crannies. So, rather than just lashing the wash in, if you just gently feather it into the corner, better than, no, it's not them better than exhaust. I did say other than one. Exhaust metal will always have my heart. So you're getting, when it dries, it will also, yeah, there is a trick to the rattle cans. When you've finished using them, turn them upside down and do a squirt so it clears the tube. I don't know if you know that one, but that's it's one of the ways to stop them blocking up. But a lot of it, we get horror stories from every GW's white is powdering at the moment. The black is a bit watery. Stuff like that. It comes and goes. Army Painter. The thing I like about the Army Painter stuff is the way it matches to the actual paint as well. So you get 100% match. So, I'm a bit in the middle there. So, when you're doing this, obviously you've got lines on the inside. And the mid-brown is like a... It's like a sepia colour. And as you can see down here where it's got the little rock, little... the sand particles that are making it look like sand, rock. It's actually going around that, and it pulls around it, and it makes it look cool. So it just gives it a bit of... It is very bright on there. In comparison to what it is here, it's not that bright. Is there no other tier 2s yet? So you saw how much I put in, and that's hardly touched that. So there's like 5 or 6 drops, and I've still got enough in there to probably grab one of these. I'm only doing the roof bit because what I want to do is, I want to try some of this stippling all over it to try and get another effect. Again, trying not to show off my really poor killed me. Yeah. My poor printer when it got poorly yesterday. They're a really good print. I just feel like I let the print down with the printer being a bit clogged. So the other thing you can do is, obviously when I'm going to do is what, so you can use these as a single story one, so it looks like a single story building with a porch and stuff like that, or you can add the second story to it. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that for now and put the brown texture over it. See what we can get, how we can make it look even more Tatooine-y, if that's such a thing. So the other thing you can do is, and I'm going to try it with the airbrush medium. So I'm going to put 50/50 it. I'm not going to use my broken toe to mix it with because people will shout at me. There we go. A wash brush, an old one. But definitely, Jack, I can sense another video coming. So, what I'm going to do is, so I've thinned it down so it's not as strong. You can see the wet patches going on. And it's just slight, can you see it's just slightly changed it? So just do a couple of patches to change it up, sort of thing, so it's not all one. There we go. And then what also you'll get is when you, and I'll dry brush this back with the original colour. That's what I was on about, the desert yellow, because this is a match to the primer, and it is as close as it can get. When you go back to it and you do the dry brush with that, the first coat that really starts to make it pop, so that over the top of its own primer is really good. So I'll just empty the airbrush. There it is. Give it a quick squirt into there. Oh. Right, so let me get a bit cleared up on here. Yep, that's clean. So, yes, that's a quick way. Now, as I say, we've done walls for beanies in exactly the same technique. The desert yellow primer, and then just a wash through the airbrush. and it takes, and then obviously a dry brush over the whole lot afterwards with that, and then those airbrush noises. Yeah, so we can get some really good shading really quickly. Airbrushes with scenery really do make things a lot quicker. So I'll leave that one for now. They're all sorted. So truck. What else? Would people like to see what's in that box, by the way? I did say I would do a box opening-ish. Don't put the back. That's the truck. And the wheels are 90% dry. Cool. So I'll move that over here as well for now. What's in the box? Yeah. Yeah, the Indomitus box, mate. So I printed one of these today just for a bit of fun for me. It's solid resin as well because I forgot to hollow it out. Did that get your attention, Mark? So let me. Yeah, I've already opened one. There you go, mate. So there's the first two Space Marines out of it. I'll show you the two. I've built all of the Necrons. It took me the best part of today and yesterday, but so Indomitus. That won't go any higher or any further back. So Indomitus. This is box number 2. Yeah, lucky boy that has to paint it all. And yeah, let's have it on. So I'm painting this for Beanie Games. That is the whole reason I've got the box early. I haven't been given it early. I have got it to do a paint job. It's not... yeah, no sympathy. So the box is... It's a good quality box as well. So, the first thing you open, you get the usual pieces of really nice artwork cards that separate everything. I'll put that down there. And the first thing that I saw, you don't need to paint the rule book, is there is just plastic and plastic. For £125, even if you don't get beanies, 10% discount or more. I don't know what they're doing it on. Hello, mate. That is, in anyone's eyes, a lump of plastic. So I shall come back to the lump of plastic in a minute. So then you get another divider to protect the stuff underneath. You get the Edge of Silence book. It's also got the build instructions in there. Now, this is the rule book. That is how thick the rule book is. I'll have a quick thumb through it in a second, but yeah, it is a lovely rule book. So it's hardback and it is really nice. You then get a lovely Necron versus Space Marine. It's the advert for the novel. You get a card with all kinds of Space Wolves, Ultramarines, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, Dark Angels, vehicle markings and stuff like that. And then if I'm not mistaken, in the edges you get... No, it's not a mini rule book, it is the full one. Sweet, no worries. That's actually really good. So I'll put that back in. The Edge of Silence is basically the mini codex for everything that's in the box, because obviously a lot of this, so you get the rule book, the instruction to how to build book, and then you get all of the, this has all been spoiled well before I did, but you get the book, all the bits and pieces. Yeah. Really nice. So that's that. So the Sprues. The Sprues are going to be a box splitter's nightmare. So some of them are not too bad. You've got the basically, yeah, dice and a ruler and you're away, I guess. So you get the Necron Warriors, and they come with 2 or 3, is it 3? 3 bases of Scarabs as well. So it's 10 Warriors and Scarabs. So that's them. Go in there. You then, right. So I don't butcher the names. I'm going to try not to butcher the names. You get, where's those little blighters? They're at the back, 6s. 3 bases of Scorpeth Destroyers, which again so far not too bad because we can just sell that bit. You get a joint sprue that's easy to separate with the, which one is he? He is definitely number 1, which is the Overlord, and yeah, I don't know the other one. I think it's a Sergeant, the Overlord, and a Captain. So that's the Captain. It's the one in the video with the shield with the skeleton on it. Looks like a Necron skeleton. Really does look like a Necron skeleton. Cool. And then obviously we get the Outrider Squad, which is the 3 new bags. I think it's only one gets the textured base mark. I think it's only that one that has that textured base in with it. It's the only one that I've seen. Yeah, it's the only one I can see as well. So yeah, only one, mate. And then, oh, you get another joint sprue with, he's that one, number 2, Royal Warden, which is going to be the Lieutenant. Because you get a Lieutenant with everything. And number 2, the Lieutenant. So it's a double Lieutenant sprue. And then, which is good again, you get all of the, they're not the Blade Guards, are they? The Assault Intercessors, sorry. So you get a whole double sprue of Assault Intercessors with chainsword and loving. So this is where it gets to be really interesting, is you get this sprue. There is 2 of them, yeah. So you get the Reanimator, Canoptic Reanimator, which is the huge thing on there. I think you also get the Plasmancer and his 2 little buddies. What were the buddies? Crypt Thralls are on there as well. And is the big fella on there? I think you also get the Scorpeth Lord on there. Yeah, you get the Scorpeth Lord on there. And when I was building them, so I've split boxes in the past, but all of a sudden, the head in this corner, that you can't see because of the text, the head in this corner is for something over here, and the bit for the head in this corner is for something over here. It's all mixed up on the sprue. I did a picture for a mate last night of what would be where and how it would all be laid out, and it was like, oh wow, that's harsh. And I'm presuming the same for the Space Marines, because the Space Marines are all over by the looks of it. There's bits everywhere, but the Judicar must be on here. There you go, there's his sword. So yes, he is definitely there. So that's what you get in the box. It's a fantastic deal. GW have said they have no more for stores. They've ran out of the store allocations. So any places like Beanie Games and stuff like that, what they get is all they'll have. So get your orders in as quickly as possible on Saturday. I'm going to keep that out so we can have a quick look without getting mess everywhere. I'll take the messy one away. So the cover on it is really nice. It's a full matte. It's because the placement computer is optimized for space these days. Rather. Yeah. They're going to have to release most of them in singles anyway. So they've made 2 sprues for some of it, which I think's a bit. I do think that they believe that it is hindering box splitters and stuff like that, but whether it is or not. So again, the artwork. There you go. There's Mortarion. Usual GW artwork. Heretic Astartes. So people like the Space Wolves and stuff like that. Chaos Showcase. Look at them Ogrins, Baneblades. Sisters. There you go. Sisters for you, Foxy. Just so a lot of artwork. Ooh, really nice tab. Warzone. There you go. There's some of the Adeptus to starters. So some of the colours that you can choose from. Hawk Lords. We know someone with Hawk Lords. Silver Skulls. Salamanders. Who would have salamanders? Deathwatch. Grey Knights. Custodes. Sisters of Battle. There's all sorts in here. Tonight, after the stream, this is what I am going to be sitting and having a good look through, because some of it is fantastic. Legacy of Strife. It's worth it for the artwork alone, looking through and seeing the artwork. Dark Imperium. And then you do have the weird bit in the back, the rules that people interpret however they want by the looks of things. But there's narrative play, there is objectives, eternal war missions, all of it, open play, how to set up thing. Matt Hudson's 1,000 Suns army. So there is quite a few oddballs dropped in of people's armies, which look really cool. Detachment setups, battle-forged armies. There you go. Oh, Dark Angels. That green's lovely. It is a lovely green. But as I say, most of this people have seen already. Roll-offs. So yeah, it's a really nice. It's hardback. I like it better than the last one. I do like it better than the last one. I'd love to do a giveaway on it. That Magnus did look nice. But unfortunately, I have it to paint and to give back. Well, that one's mine, but that one has to go back. So you'll probably see me putting bits together. I said I was going to do a couple of streams during the day if I can get time and get sorted for it. But it is really nice. What I might do is in true Blue Peter fashion is here is some of the, so this is the ones that I've already built. Let's have a bit of a medium. So we've got the Triffid that still has bits attached to it that that's a good point. My snippers didn't turn up today. Yeah, that looks better. So yeah, compared to a Primaris, now this is a Primaris Lieutenant, then yeah, it is quite big. Then who else have we got? We've got new Scarabs. So that is Scarabs. Six bases of Scarabs. That is, he looks class. I say I'm going to be painting these. Yes. Do you know they've got rid of all of the clear gun tubes as well, mate? So he's got a huge blade and claws, scything claws, and so you're going to be building a lot of them. They have been fairly fiddly to get together. That's the 3 Scorpith destroyers. Twin blade or double-handed blade. They look cool. Yeah. And then that's your lieutenant, or whatever he was called. That's the overlord. That's, can't remember what that little fella was, but some of these are really cool. That's a 28mm base, which was a bit strange. They go with him. So this is what I can't understand. I'm presuming that for in the that's the one plus site. That's going to come in a set. Now they're on different sprues in the box, so I was just a bit. But the warriors, with both the weapon choices, we've done 10 of each. They look cool. They are bits everywhere. So yeah, we've still got to work on the colours. Because I want to do it as close as the box art as possible. But GW haven't released the new colours for us to use, so we're going to have to make something up and work out what colours are what for it. Keep your eyes open for it. So there we go. So what else have we got tonight? I've rattled through stuff tonight. I know it's a bit of a Marvel Crisis one, but Foxy knows how much I've been looking forward to this. And I got him out the box, drooled over him for a couple of seconds, and then had to put him away because the Beanie's work is more important than So there's Thanos. I really want to build Thanos. Should we build Thanos? So there's a lot of cards because there's a have you got any of the figures yet, Kay, or not? So that's the rocks. That's the base. He isn't that big. His chair and everything's much bigger. That's the... Right. He's probably smaller than... considerably smaller than MODOK. Oh, you know what? Go on, go for it. Let's have a look. Do not judge me, Foxy. I'm building Thanos. So, Thanos. One of his arms is already falling off the sprue. So, rather than losing Thanos' arm, I'm going to build him up so he is ready to... Alright. I'm just going to cut all the bits off the sprue, just in case, you know, because you can lose stuff really easy. Right. There is 3 gloves. There's your Infinity one. So, yeah, there is one with the Infinity Gauntlet on and one not. Okay. Yes. My suggestion would be to recast the glove because it is quite small. Is there a headless one? There's 2 heads, so I don't see the difference. I can't see the difference between the 2 heads. So you could put a head on one of the... So, you get 2 bases, Mark. Yeah, obviously, when you put it together, this one is to replace when Thanos comes out and isn't on his throne. So, is that too much of a thing to do? Or on Thor's base? Oh yeah, so I can't see the difference, if there is any difference. I think it might be one might be smirking and one might not be, but the one that isn't smirking could really go on to Thor's base. It's really bad because Thanos is my favourite character, as Foxy will tell you. That famous video, Foxy. So, using Contactor. Professional. Now stocked by us. Because, yeah, it's not easy to get hold of, apparently. But we do have it in stock now. Right. So, put the 2 halves of the body together. That is a Thanos body. Right, that is... That's a leg I'm trying to shove into his arm socket. There they are. There. So that's the one with the glove. And I'm definitely going to have the one with the glove. Yep. So keep that one there. I don't know why it does it this way. That's the wrong one. Is it that one? Yeah. So there's another huge scenic base. So when Thanos is not on the scenic base, you can actually have the base looking as normal. So as you can see on the box, he's sat on his throne. So if you take him off the throne, that piece of the base disappears. So it's basically something to drop back into that place. So there, you can see. So you can have him off, stood on it, and actually still have your scenic thing, which is very cute of them. I don't think I've seen many places do that with a scenic base. I know the Forge World ones are basically the scenic base is part of the model, and that's it, done. You don't get something to replace it. You probably could just put a 25mm base in, or 32mm now. So that into there and into there. So build the Thanos. I'm not saying I've wanted to do this for the last day and a bit since it came out, but I've really wanted to do this for the last day and a bit since it came out. And I've put the grinning one on. He might be grinning like an idiot before his head gets cut off, but I like a happy Thanos. Boots. So this is just plastic glue. It's not super glue or anything like that. I've never been a fan of... Oh. Yes, Mark. I was just testing. See, it goes over his head. Perfect, not a problem. Oh, can't get back off now. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing went wrong. His head comes off. You've seen it in the film. Yeah, well, he does look beefier with the Infinity Gauntlet and armour. Right, which one's his left foot? Which one's his right? That way. What time is it? 20 minutes. So I'll build him. I take it he's coming down off this. Something like that. So sharpest knifeth. I'm just taking the little nodules off the bottom, and then yeah. So he's half on and half off the step, which is cool. So, Thanos be Thanos. And put that to one side. Spare head. Yeah, I'm going to put Thor. I'm going to give it to Thor. I'll just move him up there. Since... I'll paint it, see what you think of it, and we might talk. So, for the people that don't know, there is a video out there. First video was me opening booster bricks of HeroClix figures when there was a super chase dupery hard to find Thanos figure. What they're called? Prime Chase, Prime, Super Chase, Prime, Super Duper, all singing. And it's one in about 50 bajillion boxes that you get this figure. And it was the only figure I really wanted. Foxy will tell you how much I wanted that figure. And I did a live stream. Ultra Chase, that's the words. Super Duper Ultra Chase. And I managed to actually pull one on the live stream and shatter brick. Yeah, so worth about 500 quid. He's a little HeroClix figure, about year big, with a horrible paint job. So I took said horrible paint job and the plastic type that it is, I don't have one. I did have a Hulk kicking about. You can't just put primer onto it because it just flakes off. So you've got to key it. So on live stream, I'm repainting this miniature. I'd already cut off the little pixie that had an extra wing, so dissected that. cut bits off to make sure I could get into it. And then grabbed the figure in my hands and took a wire brush, this wire brush, and just scrubbed the living daylights out of it. There was horrified people that I was sat scrubbing the living daylights out of a £500 figure on live stream. But it's all good. It looked... I liked it better than the original, so... Meh. Yeah. So... in 10 minutes time, I'm going to open the floodgates for... It's just plastic. So, tonight's raffle, the Tier 1 prize is Howl Runner in all of her Imperial glory. R2-D2 in his Y-Wing. Then we have the Bounty Hunter, which double sides as the Grey Squadron Bomber. And Darth Vader, who double sides with Darth Vader Crew. So, if you have tickets tonight and you win... Boo? What do you mean, boo? Things went dark because obviously that's in the way. So, subscribers. Oh, you must be behind. Yeah, you're definitely behind. So, yeah, I can tell where you're at now. So, if you're a follower and you win our raffle tonight, I'm going to do it as a 100 points a ticket. You will get one of them. If you're a subscriber at this moment in time, and I've got a Super Squirrel secret gadget Foxy that can find that out for me when we do it again, thank you, you will get the choice of Kazuda, Old Terok, or Fifth Brother. These are care of Fully Modded Lighting, and if you go to their website, there is a code that you can use, or friend of ProTech, and you get a lovely discount on anything that you purchase. All of these cards, the silver ones, these, and the other metal ones that we're keeping back for the next time, are available on K's Etsy store. Very, very reasonably priced. We do have a load more on the way for more giveaways, but these are the ones for tonight. So you've got, as I say, if you're a sub, you will get one of them. It's friend of Protec, not friends of Protec, sorry. You get the choice of which one you want. First comes, first served. If you've donated tonight, and this is where Snowy starts to drill, we have some very, very, very nice metal cards. So this is for donators. So if you win one of the prize packs in the raffle and you have donated tonight, you can have, as a bonus, a Darth Maul and General Grievous metal card. Now, I only got a couple of these because they're uber expensive. So we have a Darth Maul. Second up is Major Von Reg. And Kylo Ren. And these are metal cards done by one of Kay's friends, Lewis. And then the last one is probably the nicest out of the three. And I know it's Rebel, but I just love the way it's got the little tally marks and stuff like that. So you have Jake Farrell on one side, and yeah, Louis Leong. He doesn't have I don't think he has a store, or does he care? I think he only does it through the website, through Facebook and stuff like that. And a lot of these went out of stock like that. I got a handful, so it's not. Yeah, he does them at limited runs. Yeah, as Kay said. I obviously collect all the Imperial stuff and that sort of bits and pieces. I've just realised I don't have a fifth brother, so no one picked fifth brother tonight. I still want his Whisper, and he's not. He refuses to give me his. So yeah, but that's Wedge Antilles on the other side of that. My fifth brother. I did care. It's in the box of stuff down there. I wasn't going to put that one in today because of, obviously, people have been going nuts for that. But I did get one, mate. Thank you for the offer. But I would put another one into the prize pools. So that's the cards for tonight. It's not a big bumper batch like it was. It's not a big bumper batch like it was last week, but there's a hell of a lot more value in just the metal cards alone. So, as I say, if you're wanting the metal cards, you have to be a donator on tonight's stream. I'll just drop brickwork. I'm just looking at all of Thanos' cards getting covered in stuff. So, we need a giveaway putting up. Edit the giveaway, because the last one was 200 points. So 100 points per ticket, as usual. Maximum of 10 tickets. If you're a subscriber, you get a... Uh-oh. You did a thing again. Where is it? I can't say. Where did you donate? What did you donate? X-Wing Tavern. Yeah, you know how to sort it out, mate. So for anyone that doesn't know, Foxy works, or Ninja Mogul works with me to keep this stream running in some sort of sane direction. And obviously he's logged in as me at the moment and has done the unthinkable of... Yep, he's donated as me. So does that mean I get to win the cards? I'm sure it does. Yeah, you know how to fix it. So there is, yes. So I'm just double check. It is 100 points. Come give away. Edit. 30 minutes. That and that. Wednesday night giveaway. Timer enabled. It is pure luck. Must be a follower to win. Ticket cost 100. Maximum tickets per user 10. Subscribers get a bonus ticket, and I will save it as that. And your 30 minutes begin now. He says, hoping that it's gone through. There we go. It's raffle, Mark, not tickets. Raffle, everyone, raffle. Yay! There we go. So, while everyone's going daft over cards, something we did pick up today is our friends across the pond have, for some reason, put up the postage costs, so it doesn't affect us with the cards as much. But I was sending some printed bits and pieces across to America, and we have the budget for in the sale of £7 to send over a reasonably sized box of about that, like a handball type size. And Joe took them to the post office yesterday and got promptly told that it would be £15, which was very, very, very... So Fierce Link has donated £5 with a special message of Foxy is daft. Ooh, them's their fighting words. Okay, that was a lot of tickets that have just flashed up there. I think yeah, that's probably our fastest ticket run going. So just remember, guys, the bonus stuff is for donators and for subscribers. There's still a cool prize if you can't do either. And while you're doing that, I'm gluing Thanos's. Which Dan is this? Is this Dan that I still have a card sat here for last time? Yeah, I do understand that, Mark. We are going... Yeah. I've still got your other card, so don't worry about that. Yeah. I think it's... if I remember rightly, it was an acrylic shield upgrade that sat in the to-be-collected pile. I'm just going to cut all of these rock bits out. I'm sure it was you that won it. I only know one Dan that plays clones. Don't know where all these Thanos skulls go. I think you just dot them around somewhere. There's skulls flying everywhere. Right. Recycle pile. There's a lot of rocks on this. It does look quite magnifique. Magnifique. It's quite impressive that Thanos that only just come out this week and Indomitus in the same stream. I know none of them are groundbreaking, and everyone's already seen them, but yeah. 2 for 1. So I don't know if any of you have seen, one of my friends has a comic book store. Something for the Geek End, and he's been doing live auctions on Saturday afternoons, so it's a really good idea. It's so good, in fact, we may borrow that idea and do it with promos and stuff. I've got no idea how this goes together. Oh, everything had numbers. Yes, well, I was going to do it with the promos and bits and pieces like that, Martin. I'm going to try and get one together, hopefully for this weekend, with any luck. Why is there 2 chair bases? There isn't 2 chair bases. It's all good. Just a little confused. There's none. You children fighting again.
I've lost a chair under the table.
No good. I'm going to have to call off play. Try not to knock everything behind me over. I need a bigger studio. And one... Wait. So, if... I know some of you have shown this to already. So, I updated the lighting, and I get a little remote control for my lighting now. So here is the old lighting setup, and this is the new lighting setup. So we've bought another. There's 2 lights up there, and it is warm, I won't lie. But we're going to get another. We've ordered another one of the ones on the right, basically thanks to you guys and the donations and stuff like that, helps us buy the bits and pieces, like obviously the promos and stuff like that we use on the stream, but I tend to try and use half for new winnings for yous and half for actual upgrades for the stream. And the lights, for some reason, are ridiculous amounts of money. The only thing I can think of is everyone is doing live streams while in lockdown, and supply and demand. The supply is low, demand is high. Same with the cameras. I had to lend a friend a camera because the cameras that we use for our face cam setup, they were £25 when I bought them, and then all of a sudden yeah, it's the cameras were £25, and then this suddenly jumped up to I think they were 125, 130. We need to sort that. Remind me tomorrow, and I'll go and see if my old one's still up in the loft space, mate. 100%. Keep forgetting. Just badger me. Badges. And I need to move the badges into the Dropbox for us to sort that. Mushroom, yeah, all that and everything. Isn't it time for an ad break, Foxy? And we can talk about him. I did a 60-second one earlier, so I know that I've been doing them, but I haven't. I keep forgetting. So yeah, sorry, I should be doing this where people can see it. Who wants to see me doing this anyway? Still subbed for 13 hours. Haha! Tomorrow it is then, Foxy. You know, I should read the instructions, because this is never going to end well. Big chunky cliffy bit. Step 1, put them two together. Step 2, take C1 and C7. Yeah, we can still berate you while you're here though. Must be is it a small piece? That piece. Right, I was expecting that to be a lot bigger. So that makes that bit quite small as well. Instructions are overrated. I'm sure that's got to be the bit. It's got to be, right? Yep, it's just not very well. Ah, it's got a lump there, that's fine. Yay! Look, without the aid of a safety net. And C1 and a C7. Whose idea was this to snip it all off first? Oh, look. Bits then just fall together. Cool. Ooh. That glue is good. Squishy, as Millhouse would say. Yeah. Oh, no. All good, all good. Right, so there should be another bit. It's not that bit. Not that bit. Oh. Ooh. So that. Yay. Just like a jigsaw, Mark. It fits like a glove. Whose idea was this? Oh, that's something to note. We are £9 off our it's only the 8th, so we've done really well. So we're £9 off our special thing. So if we hit the goal, I will open up a second goal for the dice. So we still have thanks for the light mugs. So we still have the 2 sets of dice. They've not gone anywhere, as I promised. We can have them in the next stream. Yes, very sexy dice. So there's Legion. And thank you for the donation, Ulfric. And I will set that up next week. So tomorrow, we will start the dice up. Yeah. So there will be a smaller goal, but the dice will be on the table for the next prize set. So if we hit that little stretch goal, we will have them as well as the normal stuff if there's a normal setup. Now I do know that their dice for Legion be very hard to get hold of. A lot of stores didn't even get them for various reasons, and a lot of stores haven't taken them because is that the right one? With going into lockdown, a lot of OP has either, I think some of it was sent back, I think some of it's been cancelled. So I know FFG were really good. Well, I think we're really good with people during the lockdown about their OP mountains, as it were. So that's flat. That goes like that. That goes like that. That's definitely... You know, whose stupid idea was it to cut these off the sprue? So I need one that fits there, don't I? So it looks a bit like that. Look at this, Mark. He's on a roll. And before you say, no, it's not more fun. Yeah, the clear Legion dice are quite a prize at the end of the day. I've seen them going for silly money. So that'll, as I say, we will start running that tomorrow night. I'll get the new goal and everything. Thank you for the donation, X-Wing Tavern Wars. That's more than me at the moment. Does that go? Oh, look at that! I didn't even have to look at the instruction book for that one. That fits in there somehow. I know it does. Yeah. So these are solid chunks of plastic as well. There is some that are like hollow on the back, but the chunks on these. Yep. That is how it goes together. Just feels weird that it's not all connecting and bits are not fitting and yet. So that's how it looks there. How long have we got? We have got 10 more minutes. So a little bit down there to all come together. Right. Let's see where to go from this. So apparently C8. So they're in, that's in. D5. Ah, there's one that goes down there. So it's that one. Yes. So that's D5. D5. We have a winner at D5. Oh, that does look cool. Oh. Right, so D5, D7's on the back, and so C8. Ah, so that, guessing, is the back up there. Hopefully. If this goes horribly wrong, Mark, I'm never listening to you again. It's all your fault. I was quite happy building it. Don't know where that bit goes yet. Why is... Does that just... Oh, I'm hoping that just sticks in. Yep, that's okay. Did I glue that in? Yep. Right, next bit. So I've done that back bit. That should have been joined together before this one in step 3, not where I am now. So there is a bit that goes there. Oh, look at that. How long have I got? I've got 7 minutes. I'm never going to finish this in 7 minutes. Not with having to place it. So I've only got a few bits left. Oh, look at that. And now I'm not even looking at the instruction books, I'm just guessing. So that's on the outside. Oh, I meant, yeah. That should have gone on first before one of the other bits. And I've got another bit down there. What does that look like? Oh, cooking on gas. If I do this, it's going to be truly remarkable, and next time I'm not doing it by... So, Foxy, if I was to paint one of these to put on the shop for sale and try to entice people along, what colour do you think I would need to do it to get you to buy it? Did I say you? I said what to get people to... Did I say... Sorry. To get people to buy it. So obviously I'm going to be building all of these to paint and sell. That leaves 5, so colour needs to be a consideration. Oh, dropped. Yay, it's all together. It's going there, Mark. Tartan plaid. Did you just do a duel for nothing? If you don't put how many credits that you are betting, and it is just betting because it is randomly chosen horrible things, and I'm not doing it tartan plaid. So I like the colour scheme that I did obviously on my, which is now Foxy's Thanos for Hero Clicks. It was probably one of my favourite colour setups for Thanos. There you go. 3 minutes left. Yeah, I'll probably do him. Yeah, that's the... It is just... That's the... You mean the plastic... Catch you soon, Martin. I'll drop you a message later for the thing that we sorted yesterday. I totally forgot last night when I came in and didn't do anything other than go to bed. And I'll let you know if you win anything. Wow. Oof. Sorry, Mark. So yeah, it looks cool. I'm considering dropping... Do you think a magnet in there to hold him in place? There's a couple of bits of snotty plastic kicking about to clean up. Ow. Sharp knife is sharp. Yeah, it's gone together pretty well. There's no real gaps. The gaps are covered. It is really well thought out, this one, so the gaps are covered. I want it to dry properly before I start scraping, because there's snotty bits on here as well. But he didn't just first plant the floor. So he definitely needs... Ooh, wow. Snowy's coming in with the big guns. Oh, we need... That's the other thing I need to do as well. That's just reminded me. So, there's the other option. Thanos past. Thanos present. You're all going to get killed. The Emperor does not protect. It's not 40k, you know. Oh, I need the... Yeah, if anyone's trying to dual mark, then it's a maximum of 10. Oh, he's in for the heist. Uh-oh. So, apparently you can no longer enter the raffle. The cleared dice is going to be the next... Super buy points. Yeah, it'll be the next stream. What we do is, because from now till the end of the month, we'll still be running raffles and stuff like that. We needed something else to put into the pot for... Obviously, we've met the monthly goal of 100. Obviously, any extra we will put back into, like, buying the dice and stuff like that, which... are fairly expensive. So what we do is we'll put up a small stretch goal, probably half the amount of a monthly one, and we will do a raffle whenever that one ends, and that will just be for the what's it called? That'll just be for the dice. But if it falls on a Wednesday when we're doing the promo cards as well, we will do both. Dead Steve came back. Mark came back. Yeah, it's not really good odds to be playing with. Yeah, told you, gambling is bad. So let's have yous. Yeah, only half came back. Right, who's ready for this? Who is ready? Let's go to medium. Yay! So, Howl Runner packs. Oh, upside down Howl Runner pack. Look, Snowy, even if you win Howl Runner, it's going to come out to you in a layer card sleeve. So, as we've said, anyone who's entered is eligible for that. Anyone who is a subscriber will get the choice of one of Kay's shiny cards. If you donated in order of who pulls first, sort of thing, donators will get the chance of one of them as well. So, our worth it just for the sleeve, yeah, mate. So, we've had 16 users and 101. You better have your working out things on Foxy. I have a bit of a clear view of donators and stuff on here. So, tonight's donators are all of them. It's up, it's up, it's up. Right, so our first winner, and drum roll please, tonight is Quick, do an ad break. he didn't win. We'll re-look at that one. Oh. Okay, Dale. First choice. Which one of them do you want? Kazuda, Old Terok, or Fifth Brother? He's still sub for 30. He better re-sub now. Fifth. And big question. Darth and Grievous, Von Reg, Kylo, Wedge, Jake. You donated tonight. Which one do you want, mate? Oh, Rebels. Okay. So, let me just... Dale. So, we'll work some way of getting these to you, mate. There's a few bits. I've still got Paul's here, by the way. If you're kicking about Paul. So, our second winner of shrinking things is... It's Dan. Come on, Dan. Oh, you're out there. Right, first pick. Old Terok or Kazuda. So you're basically going Scum or... Didn't you say you were going back to any? That's... Are you flying Republic? If you're flying Republic, I'll do you a Kazuda. Yeah, Kazuda will probably... is the Republic. And then... Darth or Von Reg. That one. I'm just going to put that in. Look at that. Shield upgrade. Right, that one done. And so basically the last person gets Old Terok, Darth Maul, and the other fella. Cowl Runner. Okay, and that pack goes to K. Well done, K. So I'll send these up to you, K. He's probably fallen asleep. I'm definitely sending your own card back to you as well. 2 nights running. Did he win last night? I'll put the Old Terok one back in then, but the other 2 I'll send you, mate, because they're good. What did you win last night? Okay. Oh, I think it's the patches and stuff, isn't it? Yeah, I can't. It was the patches and stuff. I did get the stuff from Warlords. This was the stuff from not last week, the week before. So I've got a load of tokens and stuff. I already have them, and I did try to message Rasta about not sending them and put them back in. So I didn't even know what they are. Luke, Corrin, Iden verse. So I'll definitely want Iden. That's a nice Kylo. Weekend Warlords, Han Solo. Oh, one of my cards. Advanced Optics. So I'll be dropping these into prizes as well. So again, thank you everyone for joining tonight. Thank you everyone that donated. Cool. Where's my messages? Oh. Yes, they're nice. So, yeah, thank you very much for everyone. I'll just go back to the full screen. I'll probably get the Corvus terrain ready to do tomorrow night. Get the mottling effect done, and we'll get through that tomorrow night. Thank you everyone for joining tonight. Thank you everyone that donated. Thank you everyone that subbed, cheered, followed, the works. Really appreciate it. And we will get we'll get the dice one sorted we'll put it up tomorrow night, and we will get that running through as well now. It's been a great night. Back tomorrow. I think Rasta's on Saturday, so we might do a couple of impromptu ones kicking about as well. So we might be on tomorrow during the day. Thanks everyone again, and I shall catch you later. Stay safe everyone.